This video is sponsored by Luminarywillow. More about them at the end of the video. I had a dream recently that was a direct message. There's no doubt about that. I know there are times where we sleep and our subconscious draws up images, scenarios, and situations that can seem random, but I believe that sometimes something is speaking directly to you, trying to deliver a message. This was one of those times, and I felt pressure to get this message out there because I feel like it wasn't just for me. It might have been for you too, and soon you'll see why this video is titled Act Now. So for context, I attended military school in Alabama from 2005 to 2009, and it was one of the most formative times of my life. The dream started with me showing my wife around the military school. When I'm in Alabama, I love to go back and visit, walk the halls, and see if there's anyone there that I recognize. But in the dream, my wife was a bit not annoyed, but she'd seen all of it before. The pomp and circumstance didn't really impress her, but I was very gleeful and am always happy to be back there. But the most important starting point is I found myself in what I would call the weapons depot, underground. So it was a rainy scenery. A drill instructor type was giving orders, giving instructions. There was about five people in a line, me being one of them, and we were standing in parade rest. For those who never went through any military training, that's where you're standing with your legs spread apart a bit and have, both your hands behind your back. Um, I realized that I was really the only one in that line that kept his military bearings, that was carrying himself correctly and was taking the instructions seriously. And I noticed that the drill instructor noticed this in me, that not only was I the only one that was carrying myself in a serious manner, but I also noticed that the others did not. And this brings me to one of my first points. Do you feel like you're carrying yourself in the right way while others aren't? Do you feel like you're going through the motions correctly? You're doing all the right things. You're waking up early, getting there early, leaving late, and everyone around you just seems to not be putting their all into everything. That was one of the first points. Point two, while we were receiving instructions from this drill instructor, there was a ramp in front of us, kind of leading to the exit of that facility. And what I could see was a billboard, but I couldn't see the entire thing. The only thing that I could see was the bottom right corner of the billboard. And this advertisement, the only two words that were visible to me were the words "Act Now." This, I felt, was a direct call to action. In my view, to something specific, because there have been a few things in my mind and on my heart that I know I'm supposed to start and do, spreading this message being one of them. But I also feel like there might be something in your life that you've known you're supposed to do. You know you have the strength to do, but maybe something's been holding you back. Take this as the call to action that you've been waiting for. Now is the time to act. Now is the time to do what's necessary to get it going. So after this scene, I found myself on like a large parade ground. Like picture the great lawn at the White House, just a big open field with pretty grass, clean cut, and we were about to give a televised speech about our military school. There was me and a couple of alumni. When it came time for me to speak. The speech that I gave was basically letting everyone know just how much I missed attending, how much I missed being a cadet and carrying myself in a military type manner. And for anyone that was thinking of attending that military school, even if they're not interested in a military career, there are certain things that can still be gained from attending, such as things that you can find out about yourself, strengths that you knew that you never had, goals, visions, dreams. And then that was the main point of my message. And I think this brings me to point number two. While in my speech, I was speaking about attending a military school. What I think this gets to the basics of is being a continuous student, always having a hunger to learn new things, to develop yourself. And in that, I'm sure that there are plenty of skills that you have that haven't been used. They haven't been exercised, and you haven't done with them what you know you can do with them. So, from there, there were applause. People loved what I said. They loved what all of us said. But I felt like I had really gotten my message out there of what I needed to say, and just expressed the love for being a continuous student and growing my knowledge. After this, we were about to go up on stage. There was a band that was going to play, like not a high school band, but the instruments and all that good stuff. And while I was walking to the stage, there was someone of importance, like a senator, just nice guy in a suit, that came and actually grabbed my hand and raised it in celebration as he then led me to the stage. I felt accomplished. I felt important. I felt welcomed into a higher order. And I think in this case, it was because I stepped out, I spoke what was on my heart, and I did what I was supposed to do. And in that, I was, I don't want to say elevated, but welcomed into a new circle. I was part of a new era, part of a new club, basically. And I think point number three here basically states that once you do what you know you're supposed to do, once you step out in faith, you shake off that fear, do what you know you have the ability to do, doors open for you. You have a great sense of accomplishment. You're going to feel just good about yourself in general, but also you may be a part of a new friend group, be a part of, some type of new leadership. Doors may open for you, and then new people may be around you that you looked up to, you thought you couldn't really get in the circle of. You just have to take that step and do what's necessary. Lastly, and maybe the most important part of the dream that turned into this message, at the end of the evening was going to be a ball, not like a military ball, gowns, suits, that kind of deal. I wanted to go, if possible, in my old military uniform, and I was a bit anxious to find out if it still fit. So I got the pants on, they fit. I took my military shirt with my nameplate, my rank, my ribbons of accomplishment, put it on, buttoned it up, and while it was snug, it fit. Point number four, the uniform still fit. I just had to put it on. What's your uniform? What do you need to find out? What do you need to see if it still fits? All we have to do is try. All we have to do is be willing to put it on. And you might surprise yourself that your uniform still fits. With this, I'm going to end there. I hope that you gained as much from this as I did. This message isn't going to be for everyone, it's for a select few. If you're one of them, please drop it in the comments. Let me know what you gained, and feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to be putting up more messages like this. But do what you need to do to bring out the gifts, the strengths, the dreams that you have. Make them a reality. Put on your uniform and get to work. I will catch you on the next one. Today's sponsor, Luminarywillow, a small business that's turning your favorite memories into stunning, handcrafted photo magnets. If you're someone who loves meaningful keepsakes or just looking for a unique gift idea, you're going to love what Luminarywillow offers. They create beautiful custom photo magnets using your personal photos. Whether it's a candid moment, a family portrait, pet photo, or a special memory you want to stick on your fridge or workspace. You can choose from different sets, like 1 magnet, 3 for a bundle, or even bigger sets like 6 to 9 magnets, making it perfect for gifts, events, or just treating yourself. What I really love is that every order feels personal. It's not mass-produced. You can tell there's real care and attention to detail, which makes it feel even more special. So if you're ready to turn your memories into something tangible and beautiful, visit Luminarywillow. I will leave the link